Everyone, and welcome to today's training all about increasing your sales with email marketing. I am really excited for today because email marketing has been such an influential part of growing my own business. And I feel like I've seen a lot more inquiries come in the door and a lot more sales to my shop once I started investing in email marketing. So I want to kind of teach you today about how you can come up with a plan for your own business when it comes to emails and sending those out consistently. So, email is so important for your business because this is where you can start building those deeper connections with your ideal customer. You can take anyone that's following you on social media and get them on an email list. And this shows that these people are trusting you with their name and email. So, this is a warmer lead than someone that would be on your social media page. So, you want to continually serve them with high value content because then they're going to be more likely to turn into paying customers. You can also begin to position yourself as an expert through email marketing, building trust, and warming up those potential leads. When someone shows that they're interested in you and your brand, you want to continually be top of mind for that. So when they're ready to purchase, they know exactly who to go to. So email marketing is perfect for that, where you can start showing up consistently in their inbox with very valuable, high quality content that's going to solve micro problems. And then you can be top of mind when they are ready to purchase. So, today we're going to talk about some of the mistakes you might be making with email marketing and then ways of coming up with a plan so you can show up consistently and start increasing your sales with email marketing. So, as always, grab a pen and paper because we're going to be going over some good stuff today, and I want you to be able to take some notes. To start, I want to talk about some of the mistakes that you might be making in your email marketing. So, the mistake number one that I see is people sending out emails sporadically. So when you don't show up consistently with email marketing, you're only sending emails every once in a while, that is just confusing to your email list. And it just is going to give them a bad vibe if you're only showing up when you're trying to sell something. So you want to come up with a schedule and a plan for how you're going to send emails consistently. And it doesn't have to be every week. I think every week is a great starting point, but you could also do every 2 weeks, every month, but just make those really, really valuable emails and don't just sell them every time that you're sending an email. You want to send emails consistently so that people know what to expect. Another mistake that you might be making is not actively growing your email list. So you have a lead magnet, say you created a lead magnet and you share it once. Well, you need to continually share that. You actually need to sell your lead magnet. So you want to continually be growing your email list and getting people on there. And don't just put a newsletter sign up on your website. People are not going to sign up for that. People have enough newsletters in their inbox. They need a reason to join your email list. So create a lead magnet, which we're going to go over that on a later slide, but you need to create a really great lead magnet, sell them on the lead magnet, and talk about it consistently so you can continually grow your email list and get creative with it. I have come up with multiple different ways of providing content, free content for people in exchange for a name and email, and that has helped me really grow my list to over 6,000 subscribers. Another mistake you might be making is not creating enticing subject lines. So the subject lines are really what are going to determine the success of an email and if someone's actually going to read the content that you put in there. So take the time and come up with some really great subject lines that gets people to read the email and figure out what else is in there. So don't say April newsletter. Don't just put that as a subject line. Try and asking questions or using bold statements like, I can't believe I'm sending this email, or this is so embarrassing. And actually, the subject line, I can't believe I'm sending this email, that got 50% open rate when I recently just sent that one. That was actually one of my most recent emails I sent, and it got over 50% open rate. So that just shows that these kind of like bold statements that are like getting people like interested and invested, like, wow, what is in this email? Because she's saying something like that. So just really take the time to come up with some great subject lines that are get people into the email and reading your content. The next mistake I see is writing emails like college papers. So don't write too much copy. No one wants to read a long email with so much copy that are in big chunks of paragraphs. You need to break up the copy, you need to make it scannable, and you want to make it conversational. I feel like email is a great place to really bring out your own personality, bring out your brand voice, tell a story, have fun with it. And so don't keep it dry and like an educational piece of information. Like keep it fun, keep it light, and tell a story, and people are going to be much more engaging with those emails. Next is not having a plan in place. And we're going to go over how to actually create an email marketing plan next. But you need to have a plan in place for the type of emails you're going to be sending out, what you want people to do, what call to actions you're going to be adding. so you can be a lot more intentional with the content that you're creating. All right, so now I want to talk about how to create an email marketing plan so you can start showing up consistently. As I mentioned, one of the first mistakes that you can be making with email marketing is not showing up consistently. So, to help this, I want to create a marketing plan for your email so that you have a plan in place on when you're going to show up, how you're going to show up, and what type of content that you want to include in these emails. My 4-part email marketing plan that I use for my own business, and I feel like it's really helped me show up consistently and have a plan in place for growing my list and then continually serving my list. So, to start, you want to create a strong lead magnet that solves a micro problem. So, you definitely want to invest your time in coming up with a really enticing lead magnet that's going to position yourself as the expert. You're going to solve a problem for someone. And so, someone starts seeing you as a solution. They're going to be more inclined to open your emails once they realize that you have some really valuable information. You're going to actually help someone, help them solve a problem. Next, you want to continually consistently promote your lead magnet. So you don't only want to create this lead magnet and share it once on social media and be done. You want to consistently promote it. And what I do is I actually have just a whole bunch of templates that I have for Instagram stories, for Pinterest, and for Instagram posts. And I have those just ready to go. And I just created like a handful of them, like maybe like 20 of them. And so I consistently share them. They're all different, they all have different content, but they're actually selling my lead magnet. So this is another mistake that I see people making is just because your lead magnet is free, you think that people are just going to sign up for it, but you actually have to sell people on your lead magnet. You have to create really strong messaging around it and you need to consistently promote it. So consistently promote it so then you can start growing your email list. And then I want you to create a schedule on when you are going to send out your emails. So whether that's every 2 weeks, once a month, every week, come up with a plan. I like to do every Tuesday morning. It gives me a little bit of time if I need to make some adjustments to the emails on Monday, and then I can send everything out Tuesday. And I actually batch create my email. So at the beginning of each month, I create all the emails for the month. So they're all ready to go, they're all scheduled, and so I don't have to worry about it. And it just really helps. And what I do is I also repurpose old blog posts. I repurpose really great social media posts. I'm not always just coming up with the content on the fly. I'm repurposing really great content so I can save time and know that these emails are really great content, have really great content in it. Next thing I do is I like to create monthly themes that are directly related to an offer. So what I do is each month is based on a theme. So for example, the first month of the year I did branding. So it's all around custom branding, my custom brand identity package, but all the content is in relation to that branding. The second month was website design. So it just kind of helps me hone in on the content I'm creating and the emails that I'm sending so that I can begin to send out emails that have kind of this theme and then I can lead people to my paid offer towards the end of that month after I've solved some problems, I've given some information, some very valuable information about that topic, and then I lead them to my paid offer. And a lot of times I'll create, a type of bonus offer that is in relation to that offer. So it could be, for the branding one, I did a collection of free social media templates, or for the website design, I did $500 off their website design. So create some sort of bonus offer that really gets people to sign on and create that urgency that you need for that sale. All right, so let's talk about how to grow your list with lead magnets. So, you've heard me talk about this before, the power of lead magnets. I am going to talk about it again because I think it is so important, especially when it comes to email marketing and growing your list. So, again, a lead magnet is a valuable or free valuable piece of content in exchange for a name and an email. And so then you can continually grow your list. And so some examples are workbooks, checklists, swipe files, quizzes, challenges, mini courses, mini trainings, webinars, Canva templates, anything that you create that you are providing for free. This is going to, your lead magnets should provide a quick win and it should be something that kind of leads them to your paid offer. So I always like to think of a lead magnet as one solving one problem in a long list of problems, and it's just the first step in the process. And so you solve that first part of the process, and then your paid offer is the entire process and actually solving the whole problem, not just that one part of it. It's a micro problem. Um, a lead magnet is great because it gets people to begin to see your business as a solution, and you start building trust with your brand. So definitely invest in coming up with a really strong lead magnet, whatever works best for you. So if you're someone that doesn't really like to be on camera, come up with a workbook or a checklist. People love checklists. Or come up with a quiz. People love to figure out more about their business, and that actually will help give you some really great, valuable information about your ideal customer. All right, so let's talk about the 4 step plan on how you can start increasing your sales with email marketing. And so, the number one thing to get consistent sales is you need to send consistent emails. So, again, I talked about this before. Sending consistent emails is really going to help you see those sales and seeing more inquiries for your offer, getting more people to pay for your digital products. That is really going to be the number one thing that you can do to start seeing more consistent sales is sending consistent emails. But here are a few more things that you should be doing within those emails that you're sending out consistently. So, number one is talking about your offer. So, inviting subscribers to your offer and encourage conversations. So, when you're talking about your offer, I want you to talk about the benefits, the value, the objections that someone might be having, the frequently asked questions, the process, and the next steps that someone needs to take to work with you. I see this mistake a lot with business owners is they have their services on their website and they think people are just going to go to their website, read about it, and they're good to go. But you actually need to be actively inviting people to your offer, and email is a great place to do this because someone's just not going to reach out to you unless they're desperate and they definitely are they're ready to work with you. You need to continually invite them in and tell them about the next steps. Invite people to hop on a discovery call with you. Ask if they have any questions and then you can answer them. Just continue that conversation and people will be much more likely to purchase from you and hop on a discovery call with you. The next part of the plan is you need to continue to be a source of inspiration and solution. So, with those emails that you're sending out, you need to solve those micro problems. You need to provide content that people really love and that they start trusting you and seeing you as a solution. So, definitely invest in really great, valuable content in your email. Next thing you can do to help increase your sales is to create urgency with your email marketing. And that is with sales, bonus offers, or one time discounts. So it kind of gives people that boost to purchase from you now instead of waiting a few months down the line. So what I like to do is create bonus offers based on my monthly themes, like I had just talked about. So I like to provide a $500 off a website design if you sign up this month, or free social media templates. So something that's aligned with that lead magnet that I was promoting and the paid offer, and just kind of creates that energy and that excitement to purchase now. Finally, you want to create exclusivity. And so how I do this is talking about the limited spots I have left for a specific package. So that just gets people realizing that people are purchasing, they're working with me, and there's only so many spots left. And so they're more, willing to purchase at that time. All right. Well, here's my favorite guy. He just works for all these trainings, but I hope you learned something today about how to get consistent sales with email marketing. We're not done yet. I'm going to do a quick behind the scenes look at Flowdesk and how I utilize it for my email marketing, how you can set up your own email marketing system. So let's go ahead and jump into there. All right, now that we have determined a plan for your email marketing, now I want to show you behind the scenes on how I actually have set up my email marketing system. And I use Flowdesk. I have worked in MailChimp and Flowdesk, but definitely Flowdesk is my favorite. I've worked in a few other email marketing systems. I've worked in Squarespace and ConvertKit just with clients, and I have to say this one is by far my favorite. It is the easiest to use. It creates the most beautiful emails. So I actually have a 50% off your subscription code that it will be in email. So if you want to sign up, definitely hop into Flowdesk. It is definitely a great place to start. So here is what you will see when you log into Flowdesk. And these are all the emails that I have recently sent or are scheduled. And if you click on here, you can see what the analytics are for that email. So you can see open rate, click-through rate, and the amount that were sent. So that is kind of helpful just to kind of see, what emails do the best in terms of subject line and content, and then which ones are getting the most clicks. So I love looking at the analytics of my emails just to keep a pulse on my email marketing and making sure I know what's working and what's not working. So that's where all the emails live. If you want to create a new email, you just click on this. And I actually like to create templates, and those are all under my favorites. And so once I create an email once that I like and I want to utilize it again, I go ahead and start, and that adds to my favorites. And so I can just come in here and I can just pick from my favorites, whether that's just, a text-based email, or if it's something that's like promoting my mini training, or it's promoting a paid product. So I have those all ready to go. And so that just saves a lot of time. You can also, if you come back to your emails, you can also duplicate an email. So I do that a lot as well. Just make your life easier and just create them once, create the templates, and then you can go in there. And I promise you, you're going to show up a lot more consistently when you have those email templates ready to go. Next, we have forms, and this is where I promote my lead magnets. So this is where people can sign up and they can join my email list through these forms, and then that just makes it easier. And another thing you can do is create inline forms that would actually be embedded in your website. Again, it makes it super easy. They give you the code, you pop it in there, especially if you show it. It's so easy. So that is another thing you can do, is you can actually create those email signups on your own website, which sometimes works better with the Facebook Pixel. So definitely recommend doing that if you're utilizing Facebook ads. So, but this also works great if you're just getting started to create those opt-in pages for those lead magnets. Once someone signs up for your lead magnet, they join a workflow. And how the workflows work is, once someone signs up on a form, they get added to a segment. This could also be called a category. Either way, they're added to a bucket of emails. And once that person has been added to that segment, that triggers a series of emails. And those are called workflows, or nurture sequences, also is what it could be called. But they're called workflows in Flowdesk. And so I have all these workflows set up. So when someone signs up, they can begin to get a series of emails that are automated and ready to go. So here's an example of when someone signs up for my workbook, The Plan Behind Your Brand. They get this first email, which is obviously going to be the free offer that you are promoting. You want to make sure that they are getting that free offer that they sign up for, and that these emails are working. Make sure you test it out. So as you can see, a subscriber has been added to this segment, Plan Behind Your Brand, it's called. And that is the trigger. And then they're going to be sent this first email immediately. And then you can add some time delays, and then they get sent other emails that are really going to be in line with that lead magnet, as well in line with the paid offer that I'm promoting towards the end of this workflow. But I can get into a whole nother training on nurture sequences, but just to give you an idea of how that works, and see how you can set up workflows within Flowdesk. It's really quite easy, and then you can actually duplicate a workflow as well. So that is what a workflow looks like, and quickly I'll show you what a segment looks like. So here are my audiences, and you can see here are segments. Here are all the subscribers. Here's how I've kind of grouped them up based on what they sign up for. So that just kind of helps me organize them, and then I can actually send out more directed emails to those specific lists if I want to. So that is how Flowdesk works. This is how my email system works. It's really quite easy. When you come up with a plan, you come up with some of those lead magnets, you create those segments, create those nurture sequences, and then just continually send out emails every week, every month, with some great information. All right. Well, I hope you found this training helpful this month, and I am always here with questions. All right. Have a good one.